No, I'm serious, bro.
5070. Does that ring a bell?
Oh, you had a comma after that.
An empire of corruption.
His crosses were horrible.
This show is rigged.
How many titles Van Dijk won?
Let's get emotional.
Football X Liverpool.
I love this game.
Hi guys, welcome back to True Ball Banter with me, Fabz.
And Gibbs.
Shashi.
Anti-Liverpool fan forever.
I'm not anti-United right now. I'm not anti-United right now. I feel sad for them, so just Liverpool.
So you're a pity fan for your life, lah.
I just feel zero emotions, bro.
So guys, we are here today. What are we going to talk about?
Previously, we did an episode on top keepers.
Correct.
And if you were watching it, you can just scroll back and see. You'll remember.
We'll pin it up for you guys to see it as a recap.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, we'll place it in a link so that you can actually watch that. But we all had different opinions. But to our surprise, me and Ganesh had the same opinion. But that one was very focused on globally. We were looking at all the top keepers. Then we realized that, let's look at Liverpool and United, right? So today we plan to talk about
defense. And I'm sure United have one of the best defense in the world.
We once upon a time had
the best defense to play against.
Yep. That's what I meant.
Most fun, 5070. Does that ring a bell, bro?
5-0.
No, I have short-term memory loss.
I thought those Sir Alex Ferguson's days.
Pogba red card.
Oh, you had a comma after that.
Sir Alex Ferguson days 4-1 at Old Trafford, bro. Andre Senna.
Oh yeah, I remember.
He won 4-0 at Old Trafford.
Evra gave away a penalty.
Yeah, I remember the one Gerrard kissing the camera. That's his last kiss. He couldn't get a trophy, right?
Yeah, I don't know whether United will switch off the TV after that.
They only beat us just to never win a title, that's all.
That's a good one. That was a painful. We beat them and then Rafa came up with the bullshit facts.
Yeah, he was overconfident.
Yeah, he only kept his mouth shut.
No, it's not about that. He tried to bring down an empire of corruption, and that is Sir Alex Ferguson and the referees.
So currently, Liverpool are not corrupted.
Well,
160 million pound later, we'll see about it later.
In terms of corruption, there's only one, which is Man City.
Getting pension for their parents early.
You can see how we get distracted each episode.
Anyway, but the thing is, I really respect Liverpool. I think the news came out recently about...
You better start pinching yourself, see.
Yeah. Oh, I know what you're talking about, Jota, right?
Yeah, the way they...
will sidetrack it, okay? Let's get emotional.
Yeah, I mean, I really respect the fact that they're willing to pay his family.
It's not a surprise, bro. That's what our club does. Aren't you used to this type of clubs?
I'm not sure about United.
I think because United went too commercial, I think we never thought about that as well.
Yeah, true.
United will not pay any, cannot afford to pay players, bro.
Even Ferguson is having his pension money taken out.
They robbed his pension money, man. Seriously, damn bad.
Poor fella.
But actually, if you think about it, if Liverpool were in United's position, I think it'll be a tough decision to make financially. Because if a club is doing bad financially, you cannot do that kind of thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
But Liverpool are in a luxurious position, and therefore Jota's family gets the.
I think it's a foresight also that Radcliffe did all the sack and the deductions and everything. Because he has no choice. And I think he already had a foresight that United wouldn't win anything.
Yeah.
He had some reality check. I mean, like, us being fans, adrenaline rush, thinking we can win the Europa League final and all. So, yeah, he was being realistic.
Alright, guys, before you go out of topic, let's go back to what you're supposed to discuss. We're going to discuss about the best defenders, only Liverpool against United. We know that the best of all time is not among our clubs, but we'll just focus on our clubs right now. Okay, so... Fabz, what do you think on our best defenders, starting from our wing?
So we'll start with right back.
Okay.
So for me, there are a few right backs we can talk about.
Mm-hmm.
I can say one of it is the most consistent person always on the right wing, right back, which is Gary Neville.
The most hated player for Liverpool because he celebrated a ridiculous win by going and shouting at the Liverpool fans and kissing the badge and acting like a lunatic. I totally respect him on a Utah because
that's how we
play passion, bro. We call it passion.
That's how we play passion.
That's what I'm saying. If Jamie Carragher did that, we all love him. And I understand that side. But I'm on the Liverpool side here, so I hate him for that.
Let's not talk about Jamie Carragher now.
Yeah.
But we will.
Yep. So we have few right backs. Maybe what right backs that I come in mind is Gary Neville. Some right backs when he was not around also we can still touch on Raphael or maybe West Brown. And do you still remember the Champions League final? Who was the right back? that United had when
Owen
they won.
Hargreaves.
Yeah,
Oh.
we also had Owen Hargreaves.
Owen Hargreaves was
One
fantastic.
game right back's all I don't accept, but okay.
So yeah, the ones which are real mainstay for United was Gary Neville. So I'll give it to you, Gibbs.
Okay,
Talk us through it.
Gary Neville definitely. I think he's one of the best of all times for United. I mean, what he has achieved with United from 1993 right up the class of 92 right up to his retirement in 2011. He won about 2 decades. He won a lot, and he was one of the defenders where he was really robust in defending, hard to penetrate through him. Of course, scoring goals wise, he's one of the right backs who I would say least number of goals scored. But
What is the role of a right back, to score or to defend?
Mainly to defend, of course. So in terms of defending, he's perfect. We loved him for 20 years.
So of all the right backs, you're going with Gary Neville. First choice.
As the best, yes. But secondly, I would want to bring up this guy. Do you remember Valencia?
Antonio Valencia.
Yeah, Antonio Valencia. The
right wing that shifted into right back. Right?
Yes, well, honestly,
The
he as
makeshift
a
right back.
defensive side, he's much more powerful. Attacking, his crosses were horrible. I mean, he's one of the worst crosses ever when it comes to crossing the ball.
That depends on how you define crossing.
His crossings were never accurate.
No, because if you watch highlights of Valencia's game, his crossing is not the conventional put the ball out
Exactly.
and curl it in like how Gary Neville Beckham does it. For him, he goes to the byline, cuts it back, and he got so many assists that way.
I think
But
because of
he
his,
was not
you look at the
effective,
crosses was bad because no one got the end at the end of it. I think if there's more forwards at the end of his crosses, I think
Yeah,
then
maybe
it'll
he
be
would
a-
His
definitely-
crossing is different.
Yeah.
His crossing is more, he had the pace. He can beat the defender, the other left back, and cut it back for a tap in.
On the defensive side, which is his job, he did it perfect. He was, for me, one of the best. Okay, how about you? For Liverpool, please tell us about your right back.
I think I want to touch something about Gary Neville because I actually think he's underrated in this and that is his crossing. Gary Neville, I've seen highlights of his game. He's
Yes.
got a lot of assists, and he always downplays this when he talks about his game because I think he focused so much on the mental side of the game, making sure he didn't make mistakes because he did make one or two. But when you talk about mentally being intelligent and also leading the team, I thought Gary Neville was excellent. There's a clip, I don't know if you recall, when Ronaldo didn't know how to speak English and they was doing an interview and Gary Neville pulled him in and asked him to come. Just try to speak a few words.
correct.
That's
correct.
an exemplary example of even in a subtle role in a team where there's like Scholes, kicks, he leads in that not pushy way, in that very subtle way. And I think we knew in his mind Ronaldo was going to be my next Beckham. And
Yes.
he wanted to build that. Although Ronaldo, of course, went to the left wing and did all his other stuff and stuff. But I think Gary Neville is underrated.
Actually, Gary Neville, one thing about him is when he became a captain, a lot of people didn't realize his attributes. He went on and did his job well, off and on the pitch as well. So it's just that it's not only that, of course, he's defending. He's a perfect foul to David Beckham when he was there. And after that was Valencia, and I think there's also Ronaldo as well. So he was actually a perfect foul for whoever comes above him. And he never lets his players down. So that's one good thing about him.
Defensive wise, no complaints.
Solid, both your right backs, Gary Neville and Valencia, are defensively solid, attackingly different. Different, right?
So what about you, Shashi?
For me, I would say I look at Trent, and there's of course Steve Finnan, and also there was a point in time when Jamie Carragher played right back, but we know how Thierry Henry destroyed Jamie Carragher. But very interestingly enough, he said in an interview, in a conversation with Jamie Carragher, he said that people forget how many times you won the ball against me. They only remember the times that I beat you.
Yes.
Because I only need to beat you once to score. You can defend me 9 out of 10 times, but the one time I score, I get the glory.
Correct.
And you get the highlight reel that's embarrassing. So
True,
just shout out to Jamie Carragher for being so versatile. I think Steve Finnan was very much like Gary Neville, very underrated, and also could cross the ball so well. But, because he was not a fancy player, didn't get the spotlight. Very consistent, very solid, very dependable.
Yep.
But I would say Trent, because he revolutionized the role of a right back, he made youngsters want to be a right back, which I think is amazing. I don't think any person dreamed of growing up to be a right back
You
until
want to become a striker, right?
until Klopp came in and introduced these amazing fullback mentalities. Robertson can play to an extent, which is very similar to a lot of fullbacks that can just go up and down, which like Valencia also did. But Trent, because of his ability, the X factor, he can kill you in a pass. So how many players have that in a team? I don't think there's many. If you have Van Dijk and a very good defensive midfielder, defensively there's no question. No need to talk about it. because his attributes win you the game.
Yes.
How many times has Gary Neville won the game for United versus how many times has Trent won the game for Liverpool?
It's right. It's going to be a big loss for Liverpool, I think.
Yeah, we're talking about ex-Liverpool players. Sad shit.
Well, one thing, if you want to compare Gary Neville with Trent, Gary Neville does the most important thing is defending. That's where the most important thing
That's
is.
where Trent.
That's a trend, I think. Yeah.
As a defender, the first thing you need to tick your boxes is defend well.
I mean, we remember Rashford went through him a couple of times.
We remember Robbie Fowler scoring that goal against
Who?
United lah. He totally just shoved Gary Neville and scored that goal.
Yeah, you've already decided who is your best right backs for your respective
Come on,
clubs.
bro.
So,
Yes.
first of all, I just want to ask you guys: do you have any final say about what you want to pinpoint your strat fast your points for being the best right back?
Of course, I think everybody knows
Give me a point which you think that is the best.
the most important part of what being a right back and a defender is you need to defend. That alone gives Gary Neville the advantage.
You don't need to defend when you can win the game.
That's your point, right? To me, since I'm a conventional person, I would definitely go for a
This
right
show
back.
is rigged. It's a biased show.
It's okay,
Through
bro.
ball United. Not through ball Banter.
Yeah, we should change it.
Through ball United.
To one ex-Liverpool. No, because to me, right back, the most important thing is to defend. First thing is to defend. Revolutionize. You can look into. I definitely see Trent.
Okay, let's put it this way. Assuming if Trent is okay, he can win the game. Let's say he scored and then he considered 2 goals.
Look at it this way, Let's say Trent plays in the 90s with his attributes in the world.
Yeah, I think
I
he'll
don't
be
think
terrorized. He won't survive, bro.
I don't think
Those is
he will
different.
be this
I
one.
mean, I think we're going into a lengthy discussion. I agree. Gary Neville wins it out of the merit of what's the job description for a right back. So that makes sense.
Let's move on then.
All right.
Centre back. So I'll start off with you, Shashi. Who do you
Yeah.
think the best centre back or pairing that you guys
Is it
have?
even a question, guys? Go on. We all know who's the greatest of all time.
Of course, it's Ferdinand, of course. Who else? We all know the
The
answer.
greatest of all time is Alan Hansen and Van Dijk.
Oh yeah, it's good that you shout out Alan Hansen.
There's a close call for Sami Hyypiä as well. Jamie Carragher for longevity, consistency, and leadership. But in terms of ability, technical ability, intelligence, and all-round perfection game, has to be Van Dijk. Then the close second would be Alan Hansen. I want to shout out Sami Hyypiä because he's had a fantastic scoring record. He scored amazing goals for
But he
us.
was a good defender also, right?
Yeah, but the thing that he lacked, that Alan Hansen and Van Dijk, is that
The pace.
pace that to be able to outrun or outsmart a attacker. He
0 to 100.
he
Right?
played the game here a lot.
Gave a penalty to Nistelrooy at Old Trafford.
Yeah.
Sami Hyypiä.
You got a red card, right? Then Nistelrooy scored a penalty.
I actually don't remember that, but
Liverpool have a lot of red card against us. So.
Yeah.
really, we
I
want
mean,
to talk about that?
during Julio's time, Gerard Julio's time, yeah.
We want to talk about Benitez? Vidic, bro. How many red cards?
So how about you, Caps?
We did, all time. Rio
I
Ferdinand.
thought you were to say Laurent Blanc.
Oh, actually, for France.
Yeah.
Right, for France.
Rio Ferdinand, bro. Rio Ferdinand, honestly.
And
He
who's
is
going to play beside him?
Vidic, of course.
Does it make
That's
sense?
no question.
Explain why Rio.
Why Rio, bro?
Because he's good looking.
Said argument.
Okay, bro.
argument done.
Yours not accepted. Reject.
Okay, because honestly, he's very versatile and he's a good. He can even go up and score goals. He is very flexible.
Okay,
He's
He
bro.
screwed up he made a really silly mistake against Man City that allowed Craig Bellamy to
Okay,
score.
bro.
Luckily, Michael Owen
Let's,
saved
Yeah,
let's
him.
come back
of
again.
course.
The thing is, the most important thing when you look at a defender is the person who can defend, not scoring goals first.
Correct.
So that's why Shashi also
Defensive wise,
omitted.
let's be honest.
So that's
Ferdinand,
why Shashi also omitted Sami Hyypiä because he can score goals.
of course. And please don't forget, Ferdinand's one of the fastest. I mean, pace wise, quick. Vidic is slightly a bit slow, but Vidic is so.
No, do you think that Ferdinand just improved his playing style the moment Vidic came in?
No. Ferdinand was playing since 2002, bro. 2002, 2003.
Yeah, correct. But then Ferdinand was never known that great until Vidic came in, correct?
No, actually, to be honest, he won a couple of Premier League titles already before Vidic came
Yeah,
in.
but he was not a standout performer until Vidic came in.
Until Vidic came, he
Vidic got the
formed
best out of him.
because he was rotated with West Brown and other defenders, Michael Sylvester and all these
But
guys.
if you're a good defender, you stand out no matter what. Virgil van Dijk.
Yeah, look at Van Dijk. They had a lot of pairing also. Right?
Doesn't matter who plays against him. Everybody gets injured next to him, but he still leads and he still stands
United
up.
were winning what with 49 around before
Yeah,
Vidic
but
came.
you said that we just clearly acknowledged that until Vidic came, he wasn't the star performer. His true abilities didn't shine until Vidic came. So why did he need
didn't
Vidic
shine,
to complete him?
Let
He
me-
just admitted that. That
Let me
makes
let me
sense.
just highlight one more thing about the bad habit that Ferdinand has. If he's really a responsible defender, why did he miss his drug test?
Don't know, bro.
He was outlined the club, bro.
Hey, but when he was signed for a British transfer record, he had a good.
Doesn't matter, bro.
He was a well accepted defender at the time.
Well accepted defender, but now we are talking about well
Okay.
accepted.
No, he did well when he came into United. In fact, the moment when he was banned for the drug test, United missed him. We lost a lot of games after he was banned.
For me, you're not gonna like to hear this, but for me, John Terry is ahead of him.
But
Why
bro,
suddenly
we're
bringing
talking about
up,
Liverpool
I'm
and
saying-
United.
So don't even come close to Van Dijk.
Van Dijk, bro, we haven't seen Ferdinand playing against
So
Van Dijk.
you're saying those two defenders are Rio Ferdinand and
Vidic, of course.
Vidic.
There's no way. I think if you're playing the current Liverpool team, there's no way they can beat us, lah.
That's a bit of arrogance.
Okay,
to
if
be
you, ask,
honest.
if you ask me, the best pairing that I would say is Vidic alongside Jebstam.
Why Jebstam, huh?
Jebstam is a good defender. He's actually a no-nonsense type of defender. He just go about doing his business. And unfortunately, his United stint was brought to a very abrupt halt because he was against Alex Ferguson. I think he gave one of the post interview or something.
I'll stick to football. Talk
Yeah,
about it.
so he went against it. So Ferguson didn't like it. Ferguson, if he crossed the
Ferguson.
line, he would have sold him. If he were to stay, if you realize, we were talking about Ferdinand missing his drug test. When Jebstam left, look at the defenders they brought in was all horrible. Laurent Blanc, Michael Sylvester.
Sylvester not bad, bro.
Sylvester doesn't suit.
He was a left back and also centre back.
Yeah.
Sylvester
Not bad.
doesn't
He
suit.
was.
We're not
versatile.
talking about not bad players, bro. We're talking about greats.
So you're
Great,
talking,
okay,
you're
right.
talking about a hole. You're putting a peg into the hole. You're talking about something to cover the hole.
Stem, but the thing I would say about him is why I think if he's ahead of Ferdinand is because strikers feared him.
Exactly.
Strikers didn't like to go up against Stem because that's how scary he was.
You
Rio
can see his
Ferdinand-
appearance on that.
Yeah. Rio Ferdinand is a stylish, cool centre back.
Yes.
But I've not heard strikers afraid of him. Strikers are afraid of Van Dijk because of his
Vidic?
pace. Right? Why now you want to shift to Vidic now? Right? So that's why if you're talking about Rio Ferdinand, I think there's more defenders that strikers were afraid of.
If you ask me, if we come to a conclusion for defense, I personally would feel I would go for Van Dijk and I would go for Jebstam. Because Van Dijk, he pairs well with anyone. Jebstam goes with a no-nonsense type of mindset.
Yeah.
Imagine a striker who want to face those two.
Yep.
Seriously.
Oh, yeah, there's another best defender all time,
And
bro.
both of them are Dutch.
Yeah.
There's only one person I forgot to mention, bro. Harry Maguire, bro.
Okay.
No, I'm serious, bro.
Okay. I'm trying to take you seriously, but
But
right now you're
it's
just
called the
cartoon.
last minute stoppage.
No,
goal.
since he came in, only until Mykonos incident, then his form dropped terribly. But up to that,
Okay,
he was
wait.
actually
Is
playing well.
he better than Vidic?
So who are you going to take out from those two?
Uh,
Or is it a special mention?
I
Is
think
he
if you
better
ask
than
me,
Vidic?
Maguire and Ferdinand will be a good pairing.
So you would remove Vidic to put Maguire to
I haven't
partner?
tried one. We don't know.
Oh my goodness, this fellow.
No, I don't mind. What's
Seriously.
wrong? England defenders,
It's
bro.
it's not about trying. Yeah, you in this England shit, lah, bro. Can you stop being so racist? lah?
Exactly.
We
No,
forgot
bro.
how good Vidic was for you, is it? Seriously,
No,
man.
I mean-
Short-term memory loss. Those were your glory
You
days.
only,
you
No,
know.
I
you only
believe-
remember Torres tormented
No,
the
to be
Vidic.
honest,
I think.
I'll give it to Van Dijk because, like I said, I can't.
Just surrender.
Remember one thing. This will
You'll
always
never
be.
walk alone.
Okay. This is
Ferdinand will always have more league titles than Van Dijk, so it's okay.
Okay, that's the cheapest one down the road.
Actually, but that's a valid point, lah, because when in times we talk about players maturing early,
Yes.
Rio Ferdinand matured earlier than Van Dijk. Van Dijk matured much later in his
Actually,
career.
Rio Ferdinand, one thing we keep talking about his United career, but he was playing very well previously as well.
Leeds, West Ham also, right?
No, he was the Leeds United player that the Leeds team that went to the semi-finals of the Champions League.
The Foden scored a winner against Liverpool, bro, in 2006 at Anfield. I respect him,
just
bro.
finding
Seriously.
random points here and there.
And you know why he support Ferdinand? Because he's an England player.
Yeah. Somehow or other, Harry Maguire got a mention.
I really don't know what to say about Harry Maguire. But if you're out there, hi.
On the bench, bro. On the bench,
All right, let's move on to the most heated topic of the era. The Roberto Carlos of left back.
John Risa was my favorite player growing up.
Yeah, man. I
He
love
was
Rize.
so solid. He had a delicious left foot. But again, when it comes to defending, he wasn't the best. But he will be the one that crossed the ball for Gerrard to score that header in the Champions League final that brought us back to 3-1.
Bro, the free kicks he takes.
The free kicks, the thunderbolts he scored against United that I think even Bartes had to shake his head to see where the ball was.
He's the Roberto Carlos of Liverpool, huh?
No, really, man.
He had a six-pack, man, so don't mess with him.
Oh,
When it comes to
not
solid left-footed technical ability, I think he was the closest to Roberto
sorry,
Carlos.
but sorry, out of topic. When you guys sold him off, huh?
It was 2009. Yeah,
The reason-
because he made a mistake in the Champions League
He was-
quarter-final against Chelsea. Benitez never liked him for some dumb reason. I don't know why he and Benitez never got along. Because he had all the attributes attackingly. I think Benitez wanted a more conservative, like
Defensive. person.
Arboloa kind of right back, where
Okay.
he's very safe, listens to instructions. But Risa is more of a maverick lah. He will go up, can do something crazy and special,
Correct.
but was not so dependable and couldn't really follow instructions.
Mhm.
That's what it seemed like. I don't know whether this is actually true. So for me, it would be Risa, and of course Robertson. Close mention for Stevie Nicol as well, who won so many titles and was such a versatile left back because could use both feet, could score goals. Played in a Liverpool team where he could be rotated between left back and right back anytime.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I think his abilities are often overlooked because there's not much tape of what they did back then. So these three lah.
How about you, Gibbs?
Patrice Evra, no question at all. Our best defensive wise is good. And of course, the fantastic.
See?
Going forward is fantastic.
Yeah, see? He supports Cristiano Ronaldo, right?
Yeah. When Ronaldo was playing on the left, of course, because Ronaldo used to rotate.
I love this game.
Yeah, he used to wear Ronaldo's boots and all this stuff. Yeah, it's fun. Perfect combination. On the
What
left.
about the rivalry between him and Luis Suarez?
Oh,
Racism
Racist.
that was Liverpool as a
He never shake his hand, bro.
yeah. I mean, those. I think I watched with you right that game, the shaking hand game.
I can't remember.
Shaking hand game.
That's how we call it, bro.
It's a match, bro.
Yeah. No, because the previous game there was no the racism took part in Anfield, and then the Old Trafford game I watched with you, the part where they were shaking hands was when Suarez avoided,
I
and you were with
watched
me
the game
watching
with
at the
you,
time, huh?
I also watched you do it. We watched it together.
I
bro.
think
You
I
were
watched the video,
selective,
there was
but-
abusive, the one where he got abused, bro. This one is after they already
He's
reconciled.
got selective memory, guys,
Yes.
so I wouldn't take his word, but
I think he's one of the best. Defensive wise, attacking wise, brilliant. I mean, he hardly gets a foot wrong. Even if he does so, he's occasionally a bit short, but superb.
so who is your left back?
If you ask me, Dennis Irwin is a good player, actually. He actually, to me, personally, he's a very good mentor to young Ryan Giggs at that point of time. So, as much as how Gary Neville is towards Cristiano Ronaldo or compliments well against David Beckham, but he's the underrated side of the wing because every time the right hand side gets more attention. So Giggs gets all the attention because of his pacey winger, cuts through defenders and all. But Dennis Irwin compliments him very well, and he's a very someone who supports him at the back, solid defender.
The insane thing about Dennis Irwin is he took penalties, bro.
Exactly, yes.
And he had such a solid left foot. I mean, which left back on earth takes penalties,
And
bro?
he rams the ball very hard, bro.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
he's
in
one
terms
the
of power, accuracy, and he was also captain, right? Was he captain for a period of time?
For a while, he was a very good servant of Alex Ferguson. So I really liked it. The way he played.
He's the Stevie Nicol for us,
Correct.
where very versatile. And we talk about 8 out of 10 every game. I think these are the kind of players that
Yes.
if you're going to war, you can depend on them.
Yeah.
These are the players where whenever you go to a game, you don't concentrate on them.
Yeah.
But then you know that at the end of the day, they will give 8 out of 10.
Yeah, they'll win you the game.
They are
Yes.
like the managers in the field, bro.
Correct. And those are the players. They are the ones, like you say, when you go to war, they are the most reliable players.
Yeah, true. Also, another special person, Luke Shaw, before I forget.
Okay.
No, he was definitely. I mean, honestly, he is a fantastic defender and attacker. Unfortunately, because of his injuries, he couldn't perform much
He
on
had a
the pitch.
horrible leg break also, right?
Yeah, he had a leg break 10 years ago.
Actually, Luke Shaw, to me, if
If he's fit,
Yes.
fully fit, I think he'll be in my top 2.
if he avoided all those injuries he had, especially those long-term injuries, I think he could make it into the all-time 11.
Yeah,
best
Definitely,
left back.
he's too good. He's really good. Seriously.
But just that he became a class.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, he's playing in an era where the back four is not strong for him to, to really shine.
Correct.
But so yeah, Ganesh, if you were to choose,
I have to give it to Evra because he was fit and won so many league titles.
Rigged
and
again, bro.
Fit, bro, fit.
I mean, I can't argue against league titles, right?
League titles,
I think
and he was
if we-
abused by a bad guy. So, yeah, I have to have sympathy for him also.
And you have to remember when Evra came in, he didn't start well,
Yeah,
He
Yes.
had
he had a
time
time to adapt to it.
and
And
He
he
and Vidic had a
struggled
torrid
because of the pace of Ronaldo and Rooney in training. They were all rammed into pieces, honestly.
And he was also, don't forget, Evra was a leader in the dressing room because he could speak so many languages. So he could actually communicate a lot of things to those Portuguese speaking players for Sir Alex. So he became like the
Spokesperson.
spokesperson.
Interpreter.
So he's not only having to adapt it to a new culture, but he's also interpreting, he's also
Yeah.
doing this. And then he made that left back position in
His
his
own,
own way,
Yeah.
very solid and dependable. So, and then
Crazy,
of course,
man.
the differentiator is the titles.
And also one handshake away with Luis Suarez.
So Fab's final score is, who is the players that we choose? Evra,
Over Luke Shaw. Over Luke
Van
Shaw.
Dijk, Yepstam, and Gary.
Gary Neville.
Okay.
Van Dijk. With 2 Premier League titles, squeezes in ahead of Rio Ferdinand.
Rio Ferdinand has 6 titles. What the hell?
That's
But he's not
because
included.
that's how good he is.
So Van Dijk and Yepstam in the center.
Rio Ferdinand cannot play without Vidic and didn't have pace and couldn't run.
Who said Ferdinand won the title without Vidic, man?
But he was a
Nonsense.
bullshit. He didn't shine.
He
didn't
won
shine.
2013, he won the
He
title.
was a
So what are you
bullshit
talking?
player without Vidic. He was nothing without Vidic. Van Dijk is
No.
everything with no one.
Seriously, yeah.
Come on, bro.
How many titles Van Dijk won?
Again, back to the titles. That's your only argument.
What else is Ferdinand do, bro? Come on.
The best part is,
What is Ferdinand?
we're not talking about Onana. Imagine,
Onana is a striker, bro. We will talk about it when we talk about
yeah,
striker.
imagine Van Dijk is defending in front of Onana, bro. Habis cerita, bro.
Actually, yeah. One more thing, Liverpool are also lucky. They have a good keeper.
It's not
lah.
lucky, we're blessed.
No, bro.
Okay.
They were lucky.
We are coming to the end
Yeah.
of this episode. It is a somber episode.
Yeah.
Alright, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe,
Yes.
and follow us.
Definitely.
Leave us your comments. Who do you think is the greatest?
And leave us an X if you don't
Yes.
like Van Dijk.
Please choose for Ferdinand, alright?
See, we don't need to beg. Greatness wins.
Premier League titles wins, alright?
Alright, it's a wrap, guys. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. Bye.